All right, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back to another live, guys. I take your questions. The good thing about this, I promised that I would do a live call-in with you guys. Okay, sorry, we had some technical things going on this time, so we weren't able to set that up. But next time, I promise that we will give you a telephone number that you will be able to call in from. Okay, everybody who's joined in right now, thank you very much for joining in. I'd like to thank you all, Vandi Meji, Ricky, Anna, Gas, Iman Official, Fazil from Revo Real Estate, I can't hear, and FT Global Properties. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining in. Guys, listen, walaikum assalam. Sana Moin joined, Sadak, assalamu alaikum. Hassan, welcome back. Thank you very much. All right, guys, check this out. I've got a bunch of questions that you guys have sent in. What I'll do is I will answer these questions. Then I've got a few things that I'd like to add with regards to how I think a successful real estate agent. So I'm just trying to figure this mic out. Make sure that, yeah, now it's better. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, guys. So I'll answer a few questions here. I'd love for you guys to add anything that you think that you could add. The new book is coming along very well. We got like our editing copy now, almost done. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Dubai Real Estate. This is a not for resale copy. This is an in-house copy where we actually still going through and proofreading and making sure that there's no spelling mistakes and stuff. Okay, but it'll soon be out. You guys can buy the ebook, which is I think $8, or you could buy it on Amazon, which is I think about $26 or something like this. Okay, check this out. So let's take up some questions. So Miss Parek123, she asks, what is the difference between a normal customer and a VIP customer? Can you explain? It's kind of like putting me on the spot, but I'll explain to you the process of why and how we came about to doing a VIP customer. Okay, so initially speaking, when I started to help people, give them information and help them out with free value on YouTube, what ended up happening is a lot of people would come up to me and say, hey, could we meet you? They would be in the middle of buying a property, or they would be at the last stage, or they would be at a very early stage, and they just wanted to meet me and pick my brain, talk to me, and so on and so forth. Now, as a human, obviously time can sometimes, I don't want to say time can be limited, but instead of being able to deal with tens of people, I wanted to deal with very qualified buyers or qualified sellers. So I started calling them my VIP buyers, my VIP sellers. These were sellers who were qualified, ready to buy, were serious about the real estate process in Dubai. Okay, they weren't at the early stage of window shopping. Now, there's nothing wrong with going about doing some early research. It's just, because at that time, many years ago, about 7 years ago, there wasn't a large team around who could actually help. At that time, I would call them a VIP buyer or a seller, and then I would qualify them, super qualify them, and then give them in return X number of services that I believe they actually absolutely needed to succeed in real estate. So the first thing they got access to was, number one, the framework that I had developed to help an investor make sure that they are buying a good property. They would get my decade and a half of experience dedicated to the entire process. We would go through a complete strategy development process. We would do, after the strategy development process, we would actually develop a strategy, write it down, a plan, share it with them, get their feedback on it. Then we would go to the property market and look for property. So notice the difference here. Generally speaking, if you're not a VIP customer, or if you're not engaged with one realtor and you're just out there in the market talking to many different realtors, what you're going to experience is the realtors, the brokers, the agents, and I don't fault them for this, they're going to try to sell you a property as soon as you meet them. Okay, the first 2 or 3 properties they show you, they're going to try and close you. They're not going to spend a lot of time trying to understand you, which I think they should. And I think it's going to change at some stage. And more people will try to figure out, either with the help of AI or their own help. And they'll try to understand, what is it that you're looking for? What is it that you want? So that then they can help you find the best property. But that's what we're doing with VIP customers. We're understanding what they want. Then we're going to the property selection process. And every time we do the property selection, we do 5 things. We select the property based on the criteria we established in the strategy, the plan. We do a full evaluation. We do a full due diligence. We then either qualified it or disqualified for the next round. And because you're a VIP customer and you engaged with us exclusively, we're not interested, to be honest with you, to immediately sell your property. What we're really interested is finding you the best property that matches your needs. We know if we can do that, you will then invest in the property. We will get a chance to invest in your life and your future. We then go on to, after we've identified a few good properties, we will then go on to looking at, negotiating for you. And then a couple of things that I said that we give additional is we will help you with the full property handover process. We have a dedicated team that does that, the snagging, the quality inspection, so on and so forth. And then we will do property management for you and the tenant management for you for a year for free, absolutely for free, okay? All right, guys, welcome everybody else who's joining in. Fazil from Revo, love your work. Thank you very much. I appreciate your kind comment. I love your comment back. I could say that. I don't know your work, but maybe one day I'll find out and I'll be able to say the same to you. Sana Moin, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. So I've got some questions here on YouTube as well. Syed Shoaib, Ehtisham, Fatima. Maybe I'm not getting the name right. Sadak, I've got your question. Let's come back to your question, all right? All right. Aisha, Om, Tiwari. Okay. Guys, if I miss your question, because I'm actually, just to let you know, I'm working off 2 devices. I'm working off my laptop and my Instagram feed, okay? So if I miss your question, Elvina, Dubai, welcome. If I miss your question, please kindly repeat it. I will be more than gladly happy to take it on, okay? I've got a question on YouTube, okay? C2W, my younger brother is looking for a job in real estate. Do you guys have any vacancies? Yes, we've got vacancies. There is a process, guys. Just, if you are here and you're following this means that we're not doing a good enough job to explain to you how to get hired or how to apply. There is a link below where you would be able to see how you can apply for a real estate role. Okay, there is a link in my description. Please apply there. Creative Solutions. Hi, what is the property purchase to property exit ratio that you have with your VIP customers? What kind of ROI do your VIP customers get over 1 year holding period? Good question. It varies. So property purchase and property exit ratio. So just for the uninitiated, let me explain what she's asking. So what percentage of people buy a property and then exit the property as well? Let's say within a 1 year holding period. Here's the thing. We're more like advisors now who are helping people build their portfolios. And a portfolio can be an aggressive portfolio where they're continuously buying, selling with a window of a 1 year holding period. Or they could be holding for 10 years, or they could be holding for 5 years, or they could be holding indefinitely, right? So in your scenario, if you're thinking, or if anybody comes to us and says, hey, I'd like to purchase a property and exit in 1 year, a lot of things come into play. How much money you have to deploy, what kind of strategy are you looking at? Are you willing to take some risks with that, with your deployment, so on and so forth? Just to give you a general idea, our general exit 1 year purchase to 1 year exit ratio can vary between 20 to 30%. Now, that's not guaranteed. It varies. Some places it's as high, over a year and a half, it's as high as 150% profit on capital deployed. That's not the case with all and every single investments, but it does happen. When you come in, that's when we actually do the work. That's when it's important to do the groundwork to know exactly what you're looking at, and then how we can develop a strategy to help you deploy your capital for you to make a decent ROI after year 1. As I said, we've seen about a year and a half later, people make about 140, 150%. We've seen 10 to 30% after a year. It all depends on how we deploy it and how willing you are to actually follow our advice, right? Hopefully I was able to answer your question. If not, just ask again. My younger brother is looking for a job in real estate. Do you guys have vacancies? Yeah, just apply, guys, please. And we will. There's a team that looks at your application, and then if you're a good fit, then we'll come back to you. So I see a question. What is your opinion on Demac's upcoming launch in Mina Rashid? I think it's a good place. See, here's the thing, guys. Look at location first. Mina Rashid. This is one of those waterfront locations that's been there for the last 10 years. People had plots of lands that they had bought. Nobody was actually doing a lot of development. Not until Emaar actually went in that area and started doing some development. They've got their own project called Mina Rashid. I think when you say Mina Rashid, I think you mean Maritime City, okay? Now, here's the thing. That entire strip of city, you've got to look at the location. So location's great. You've got to look at the master developer. Who's master developing it? If it's Maritime City, they've done no other real estate project before. So you're going in with a master developer or a government body that doesn't perhaps necessarily have a lot of real estate master planning development experience. So what? There's a little bit of risk involved, and you take on the risk, right? So it is what it is. Then you look at Damac. Do you like Damac as a developer? They're going to be building a tower there, right? How many towers does Dubai have? Damac has in Dubai? 50 maybe. Go and visit their towers. Do you like the finish? Do you like the Mac's finish? So here's the thing. Master developer. Some risk involved, but it's the government, so they'll work things out. Location. Seafront. Amazing, right? But it's not super hyped up at the moment, so you could get in at a little bit of a discount to where if you were going to Emaar Beachfront. Then you've got Damac as a developer, because you asked me very specific about Damac. What's the developer like? Go and visit a few towers. See if you're seeing at the same brain wavelength as Damac, okay? I don't want to say good or bad. Here's the reason why. Because maybe what Damac delivers is your taste. Like, if you went into Donald Trump's penthouse and everything was gold, and you're like somebody who likes beige and spring colors and brown wood, maybe you won't like it, but there's others who like it, so that's fine. So visit that. And Damac, okay, also just know that Damac's now as a developer pretty much very solid in terms of delivering properties on time, so on and so forth. Also know that Damac, because they've got a certain brand value, are going to a little bit overpriced. Not overpriced, they're probably going to be priced a little bit higher. So can you go and buy from somebody else? All things that you need to consider. Okay, check this out. So I've got some more questions over here. Intense Idris, unfortunately, no one hired me. Dream to become a realtor is still a dream. That's okay. Dreams come true most of the time. Actually, they always come true. So just stick with it. Okay, Manzar, Luaida, Fahad, everybody welcome. Mila everywhere. Welcome. Fatima Ezrahumad. Is it possible? So the question, let me ask you. Is it possible for a person who did not have any formation in this field can work as a real estate agent? Yes, it's possible. How dedicated are you? How ambitious are you? How well-rounded as a human being are you? Do you like to work with people? If you're coming into this industry just for the money, you gotta like think about it, because you're still gonna have to deal with people. So do you like to deal with people? Are you a business person? Born realtor. For a new agent, is it better to join a small real estate agency that has been successful in secondary sales and is not trying to venture into off-plan, or is it better to join a bigger agency? It's better for you to join an agency that makes you comfortable and gives you some mentorship and training. That's the critical part, okay? Irina, Shinal, M. Abush, Khaled, born realtor, Sana Moin. I don't know anything about real estate, but I want to learn. Okay, if you don't know anything about real estate, start with online and you should get there. You should be able to learn a lot online. There's a lot of resources. My channel is not the only one that provides you with the buy real estate information. There's a lot of other ones that also provide you with information, right? So start learning and then you'll get there. Okay. Let's take a couple of more questions over here. Okay. And then we can wrap it up in the next 10 minutes. All right, guys. Okay. How would you compare Dubai versus Doha? I think there's a video that I've done comparing Dubai versus Doha. I think very, very different. Like the vibe's different, the place is different, the people are different. Maybe the people are not different because at the end of the day, I think the culture is pretty much same. But I personally think, so let me answer it like this. I think, this is my opinion, Doha is en route, just like Saudi Arabia is now coming up with perhaps freehold and then opportunities for investors to come and get involved. I think Doha is en route to where Dubai was many years ago. So maybe about 10, 20, 15 years ago. So you can argue with me and you can actually debate this. I'm going to be going to Doha in October most likely, so I will know more about the environment and the place and the city. But I don't want to do a complete comparison on this live. Maybe one of the videos we can do it. But you've got to remember, like, one of the things with a property is resellability or liquidity. Okay, now Doha has done a great job with the World Cup. It was a great success. Everybody from around the world came there, and they pulled off a very good World Cup. I think one of the best by a lot of standards, what I heard from people, right? Just if we were to nitpick and I was to pick up one thing that's coming to my mind instantly right now, right? Because there's a lot of things that are similarities and so on and so forth. When you invest in real estate, whether you're doing it in Mumbai, Islamabad, Toronto, Tokyo, London, Paris, New York, one of the things that you want to have is the ability to resell that property, which means you should have liquidity, which means that if you want to the market to resell a property within 2 to 3 months, ideally maximum, you should be able to sell the property, get your cash out. The real estate market is not like the stock market where, you know, you can just put a sell order today and boom, it's sold and you got your money. I don't know how much resellability Doha has, right? That's the question. What do you think of the Al Furjan area? This is Boom to Pow. Hey, I think it's a great area. It's got the metro. It's really coming up. It's one of those places that's going to be affordable at the moment still to go and purchase a property there. I think you should be able to get in there. Let's take one last question in here. So somebody's just asked me here how to generate qualified leads. I'm going to answer this question. Go to Udemy, okay? Check out a course, and you're probably going to pay about $30 for this course, which is nothing. Like, if you can't pay $30 for a course, find a course where a real estate professional is teaching you how to generate leads for yourself, okay? There are, obviously, if you sit down with pen and paper, there are about 10 to 20 ways that you can generate leads. You can talk to families, you can talk to friends. Like, a lot of people are going to tell me, like, oh, my family's not into real estate. That's not okay. That's fine. If they're not into real estate and they're not buying real estate, who else do they know who's buying real estate? That's what you've got to actually think about, right? And you've got to go to them and ask them, like, hey, would you be able to help me and find me and identify anybody who's looking to buy real estate and remember me and make me your realtor of choice? That's one way. 2, you got friends on Facebook, right? Facebook. I'm saying Facebook because it's the easiest way, and most of us old enough like me, as old as me, let's not say old enough like me, as old as me, have a Facebook presence. Hey, start putting it out there, right? Wear your real estate profession as a badge of honor and tell the people, I'm in real estate, and let them come to you, right? Go to exhibitions. Hey, guess what? Exhibition season's coming in Dubai. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Go out there. Talk to people, introduce yourself, get their business cards. You've got to have a lead generation mindset. If you're thinking and sitting and waiting for leads to come to you, that I personally feel is a little bit of it's a boo-boo. You're not going to be able to succeed with that, okay? Islamabad Premium join, Comron Realtor. The voice is low, brother. Okay, how is my voice now? Is now okay? I'm trying my best. We're okay. All right. Thank you, Comron, for letting me know that the voice was a little bit low, but now we're okay. All right, guys. Listen, thank you very much for everybody who's joined in. If you've got any more questions, please don't hesitate. Just put them in the comment section. We'll take them on and we'll happily answer those questions. Everybody who joined in today, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And obviously, if you've got questions, please don't hesitate. Please do ask me. If I've missed any of your questions, last call for any questions. You can please copy paste them and I will answer. Anybody? Any takers? No. Now is perfect. Thank you, Comron. Okay, appreciate it. Thanks very much, guys, for everybody who joined in on this live. And if you've got questions, please put them in the comment section, either on Instagram or YouTube. What we do is we take the questions on and we answer them, right? I like to help you guys. Bless you all. Stay blessed. Alhamdulillah. Thank you all who's joined. If you're looking to purchase a property with us, there will be a form below. Please click it, fill up the form, and reach out to us. If you want to join us as a realtor, click the form. There's another realtor form. Fill up the form and then join. You can get in line. You can put yourself in line to be looked at for the opportunity of working with us. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Again, if you got questions, put them in the comment section on YouTube or on Instagram, and we'll take them up on the weekly live.